everyone, welcome to Biosecrets. Today we will discuss top 50 MCQs of Biology class 11th chapter Living World. Start from question number 1. Which of the following is not a defining characteristic of living organisms? So reproduction, cellular organization and consciousness. All three are the defining characteristics of living organisms. Here growth is not the defining characteristic of living organisms. So option A is correct for question number 1. Growth can also occur in non-living things like mountains or crystals by accumulation of materials. Hence, it is not a defining feature. Consciousness is considered the most important defining feature of living beings. So, growth defining feature नहीं है living beings का, क्योंकि growth non-living things की भी होती है, ठीक है? And consciousness most important defining feature होता है living beings का. Question number 2. Binomial nomenclature was given by Linnaeus. So option B is correct for question number 2. The system of providing a name with two components, one is generic name and the second is specific epithet, is called binomial nomenclature. This naming system given by Carolus Linnaeus. So Carolus Linnaeus introduced the binomial system of naming organisms which uses two names, the genus and species. For example, the scientific name of mango is written as Mangifera indica. In this name, Mangifera represents the genus, while the indica is a particular species or a specific epithet. Question number 3. The term taxonomy was coined by A.P.D. Candolle. So option B is correct for question number 3. The term taxonomy, the science of classification, was coined by A.P.D. Candolle. Question number 4. The basic unit of classification is species. So option C is correct for question number 4. A species is the basic unit in taxonomy and refers to a group of individuals capable of interbreeding and producing fertile offspring. देखिए taxonomy की basic unit है species and species क्या है? Group of individuals जो interbreeding कर सकते हैं और fertile offspring produce करते हैं. Question number 5. Which of the following represents the correct hierarchy of taxonomic categories? So as we go higher from species to kingdom, the number of common characteristics goes on decreasing. So lower the taxa, more the characteristics that the members within the taxon share. Higher the category, greater is the difficulty of determining the relationship to other taxa at the same level. Okay? So here correct option is option number D. Kingdom, then phylum, class and order. And kingdom is the highest category. This is the correct order of hierarchical classification in taxonomy. Question number 6. The scientific name of mango is, option A is correct here, Mangifera indica. Here the first word Mangifera denoting the genus, this starts with a capital letter. And the second word indica represents a specific epithet, this starts with a small letter. Scientific names are italicized with the genus name capitalized and species in lowercase. Question number 7. Which taxonomic aid provides information about habitat, distribution and uses of plants? So this is flora. Option C is correct for question number 7. Flora contains the actual account of habitat and distribution of plants of a given area. A flora provides information about the plants of a particular region including habitat and uses. Question number 8. A group of related genera is called family. So option A is correct for question number 8. Family is a taxonomic category that includes one or more related genera. Question number 9. Which of the following is the largest taxonomic category? So kingdom is the largest taxonomic category. Option C is correct for question number 9. Kingdom is the highest taxonomic category in the classical 5-kingdom system. Question number 10. Which feature makes human beings unique among living organisms? All organisms are aware of their surroundings, but human beings is the only organism who is aware of himself. That is, humans has self-consciousness. So consciousness therefore becomes the defining property of living organisms. So consciousness makes human beings unique among living organisms. Option C is correct for question number 10. Humans are the only organisms with self-consciousness and awareness, making it a defining property of living humans. Question number 11. Which one of the following aspects is not a common feature of all living organisms? Photosynthesis takes place in plants, so it is not a common feature of all living organisms. So photosynthesis occurs only in autotrophs like plants and some protists, not in all organisms. The other options are universal features of life. Question number 12. A scientist wants to study all the species of plants in a forest. Which taxonomic aid will be most helpful? So flora contains actual account of habitat and distribution of plants of a given area. So option B is correct for question number 12. A flora provides comprehensive details about all the plant species in a particular region. Question number 13. In binomial nomenclature, the first word represents genus. So option C is correct for question number 13. The first word in a binomial name denotes the genus and the second word indicates the specific epithet, a species. Question number 14. Which of the following taxonomic aids is most helpful in identifying unknown organisms? So key is the taxonomic aid which is most helpful in identifying unknown organisms. Option D is correct for question number 14. Key is taxonomical aid used for identification of plants and animals based on the similarities and dissimilarities. A key is a taxonomic aid that uses contrasting characters, couplets to help identify organisms. So keys are based on contrasting characters, generally in a pair called couplet. It represents the choice made between two opposite options. This results in acceptance of only one and rejection of the other. Question number 15. The correct way of writing a scientific name is Homo sapiens. Option C is correct for question number 15. According to binomial nomenclature, genus starts with a capital letter. Species is a lowercase. Entire name is italicized or underlined when handwritten. Question number 16. Taxonomy is connected with classification and naming of organisms. So option B is correct for question number 16. Taxonomy involves identification, naming and classification of organisms. Question number 17. Which taxonomic category includes the maximum number of organisms? Kingdom is the taxonomic category, includes the maximum number of organisms. Kingdom is the broad set category and includes the maximum diversity of organisms. Question number 18. Metabolism is sum total of all biochemical reactions in a living system. So option C is correct for question number 18. Metabolism includes all anabolic and catabolic reactions and is a defining property of life. All living organisms are made of chemicals. These chemicals are small and big, belonging to various classes, sizes, functions, and these are constantly made and changed into some other biomolecules. These conversions are chemical reactions or metabolic reactions. And there are thousands of metabolic reactions occurring simultaneously inside all living organisms. Question number 19. Herbaria are stores of preserved plant specimen. So option C is correct for question number 19. A herbarium is a collection of pressed and dried plant specimen used for reference. So herbarium is a storehouse of the collected plant specimens that are dried, pressed and preserved on sheets. Question number 20. Manuals are useful in providing steps to identify plants and animals. So option C is correct for question number 20. Manuals are useful in providing information for identification of names of species found in an area. Manuals help in identifying species, especially in a region, using short descriptions and keys. Question number 21. Metabolism occurs in. So metabolism occurs in all living organisms, whether they are unicellular or multicellular. All plants, animals, fungi and microbes exhibit metabolism. So the sum total of all chemical reactions occurring in our body is metabolism. Option D is correct for question number 21. In all living organisms. Metabolism, the sum of all chemical reactions, is a defining feature of life and occurs in all living organisms. Question number 22. Which of the following is exclusively a characteristic of living thing? So option D is correct here because perception of environment and response exclusively a characteristic of living things. Only living organisms can sense their environment and respond, which is a defining feature of life. Question number 23. Which of the following organisms is not capable of sexual reproduction? Answer is option A, bacteria. Bacteria reproduce asexually through binary fission. Sexual reproduction is absent in bacteria. Question number 24. Which of the following is used to classify organisms based on shared characteristics? The keys are based on contrasting characters, generally in a pair called couplet. So option B is correct for question number 24. A key uses pairs of contrasting traits to help in the identification and classification of organisms. Question number 25. Binomial nomenclature ensures uniformity and stability in names. So option A is correct for question number 25. Binomial nomenclature provides a universal scientific naming system that avoids confusion. Question number 26. Scientific names are based on Latin language. So option C is correct for question number 26. First universal rule of nomenclature is biological names are generally in Latin and written in italics. They are Latinized or derived from Latin irrespective of their origin. So Latin is a dead universal language, hence used for scientific naming. Question number 27. In taxonomic hierarchy, genus includes one or more related species. So option C is correct for question number 27. A genus groups closely related species. For example, Panthera leo, Panthera tigris are in the same genus Panthera. Question number 28. The species Solanum tuberosum belongs to the genus Solanum. So option C is correct for question number 28. The genus name is the first word in a binomial nomenclature. Here, Solanum is the genus. Question number 29. Which taxonomic category contains organisms least similar to one another? So this is phylum. Option C is correct for question number 29. As you go higher in the category, as you go higher in the hierarchy, similarity decreases. So phylum includes many different classes. So organisms here are less similar. Question number 30. Which of the following shows characteristics of both living and non-living things? So virus shows characteristics of both living and non-living things. Option A is correct for question number 30. So viruses are non-living outside the host. No metabolism occurs in viruses when they are outside the host. But living inside the host can reproduce, hence called borderline life forms. Question number 31. Which among the following taxonomic aids provides information for identifying species in a local area? Manuals are useful in providing information for identification of names of species found in an area. So option D is correct for question number 31. A manual provides short descriptions to help identify local species of plants and animals. Question number 32. The process of arranging organisms into groups based on similarities and differences is known as classification. So option B is correct for question number 32. Classification is the grouping of organisms based on similarities and differences. Question number 33. Which of the following is the largest taxonomic category? Kingdom is the largest taxonomic category. So option C is correct for question number 33. Kingdom is the highest taxonomic category in the classical 5-kingdom system. Question number 34. Which one of the following has the largest number of similar characteristics? A species has the largest number of similar characteristics. So option C is correct for question number 34. A species is the most specific level of classification and members share the highest degree of similarity. Question number 35. Reproduction cannot be considered a defining property of life because some living organisms do not reproduce. Option B is correct for question number 35. Like sterile worker bees or mules, some living organisms do not reproduce, hence it is not a universal feature. Question number 36. The term new systematics was introduced by Julian Huxley. Option C is correct for question number 36. Julian Huxley introduced the concept of new systematics, which includes ecology, cytology, genetics, etc. Question number 37. Growth in living organisms is from internal cell division and enlargement. Option A is correct for question number 37. Living organisms grow from inside through mitotic cell division and cell enlargement. Question number 38. A taxon is a group of organisms classified together. Option C is correct here. A taxon is any group of organisms assigned to a category like species, genus, etc. Question number 39. Taxonomic keys are based on contrasting characters in pairs. Option B is correct here. Keys use couplets. Couplets means pairs of contrasting statements to help identify organisms step by step. Question number 40. Who wrote the book Species Plantarum, which laid the foundation for binomial nomenclature? Answer is option B, Linnaeus. Carolus Linnaeus published Species Plantarum in 1753, introducing binomial nomenclature. Question number 41. In which category would two organisms have maximum similarity? So, two organisms have maximum similarity in a species. Option D is correct for question number 41. A species is the most specific category. Members of the same species have the most similarities and interbreed. Question number 42. Which of the following taxonomic aids is specifically useful in preparing monographs? Answer is option B, keys. Keys are analytical tools used in preparation of monographs and identification of organisms. Question number 43. The full form of ICZN is International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. Option A is correct for question number 43. Question number 44. The branch of biology that deals with the identification, classification and naming of organisms. Answer is option B, taxonomy is the branch of biology that deals with the identification, classification and naming of organisms. Taxonomy involves naming, classifying and identifying organisms scientifically. Question number 45. A group of related families constitutes a order. Option C is correct for question number 45. An order is made up of related families. For example, Carnivora includes families like Canidae and Felidae. Question number 46. In the taxonomic hierarchy, the number of common characteristics decreases as we move from species to kingdom. Option A is correct here. As we go up, the hierarchy groups get broader and share fewer characteristics. Question number 47. Who coined the term taxonomy? Answer is option C, A.P.D. Cantolet. The term taxonomy was introduced by Augustin Pyramus de Candolle. Question number 48. Which of the following features is used in modern taxonomy but not in classical taxonomy? Answer is option C. Molecular biology is used in modern taxonomy but not in classical taxonomy. Modern taxonomy uses molecular and genetic information, while classical taxonomy didn't consider molecular and genetic information. Question number 49. Who coined the term taxonomy? Answer is option C. A.P.D. Cantolet coined the term taxonomy. Answer is option C. A.P.D. Cantolet coined the term taxonomy. The term taxonomy was introduced by Augustin Pyramus de Candolle. Now come to the last question of this chapter. Which taxonomic category includes related genera? Answer is option C. Family includes related genera. A family consists of related genera. For example, the family Felidae includes genera Panthera and Felis. Now, top 50 MCQs of this chapter completes here. In the next video, we will discuss MCQs of next chapter. If my video is helpful for you, then please like, share and subscribe this channel. Thank you so much.